All right, our guided practice today is on page 196. It's going to give us one more example that gives us the answer to. It says a batch of trail mix calls for 1.2 pounds of dry cereal. Nigella is making 5 batches of trail mix. She already has 2.2 pounds of cereal. How many more pounds of dry cereal does she need? So first it gives us 1.2 times 5. And why do we do that? Because we know that we need 1.2 pounds for a batch, and we're doing 5 batches. So we want to multiply times how many batches, which is 5. And when we do that, we get 6 pounds. And she has 2.2. So how much more does she need? Well, take the 6 minus the 2.2, and guess what? She needs 3.8 more pounds of dry cereal. So that's a 2-step problem. First you have to figure out how much she needs total. Then you have to take that and subtract what she already has to know how much more to buy. Alright, let's try these guided practice skills. Oops, meant to zoom in. Alright, 2.7 times 6. I cannot multiply horizontally. I have to do it vertically. That's me. If you can multiply horizontally, that's great. Go ahead and do it that way. I've never been able to do it accurately. All right, 7 times 6. We're going to take this 6 and multiply it by these digits. 7 times 6 is 42. Now we're going to multiply the 1s times the 10. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 4, 16. We go over one spot. I'm going to go over one spot. Our answer is 16.2. All right, 0.52 times 3. Multiplying the 1s times 1s, 10s, and 100s. 1s times 1s, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. The 5 is going to go down because that 1 goes over in the next column. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. We're not done. Got to go over 1, 2 this time. 1, 2. 1.56. Remember, however many decimal places you move on the top, you got to do the same on the bottom. Alright. 0.09 times 5. 1s times the 1s, 9 times 5, or 5 times 9 is 45. 5 goes down, 4 goes up. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 5 times 0 is 0. Over 2, go down below, over 2. 2 on the top means 2 on the bottom. Alright, now we got a 3-place decimal, 0.027 times 4. The 1s, we're going to multiply times all of these one at a time. So 4 times 7 or 7 times 4, either way. 28, good. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. 0 goes down, 1 goes up. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 4 times 0 is 0. Over 1, 2, 3 means we go over 1, 2, 3. Zero 0.071 times 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 7 is what? Good, 56. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5, and 8 times 0 is 0. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, means over 3, 1, 2, 3. Your answer, 0.568. 0.065. Uh-oh, now we got a 2 down the bottom. Now they want to make it hard for us. Let's do the ones column first. 8 times 5 is 40. Good. Carry the 4. 6 times 8 or 8 times 6 is 48. Plus 4. 49, 50, 51, 52. 8 times 0 is 0. Plus 5 is 5. And 8 times 0 is 0. I'm done with my ones. Put a 0 down so you can move over to your tens. You got to have something here, guys. If you're not going to put anything down, you got to put a 0 down so you can move over. Now I'm just going to take my tens times each one of these. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 0 is 0. Now I can add them all up. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 2. Good. 6 plus 5. 11, carry the 1. 0 plus 0 plus 1. And 0. Alright, let's look at the top. Over 1, 2, 3 places means over 1, 2, 3 places. So you could answer this answer as 1.170 or even 1.17 is the right answer. You don't have to put this 0 on because it means nothing. If a 0 is in the front or a 0 is in the very back with these decimals, really doesn't mean a whole lot. It's just technically like a place value. Okay? So your answer, if you put that 0 there, it doesn't make it wrong. So if you feel more comfortable putting the 0 there and making it 0.01.170, you can put it there. It's not going to make it wrong. But just think on a test, they may not have that 0 in there because most people just eliminate it. All right, couple more here. Bee hummingbird has a mass of 1.8 grams. How many grams are in 6 hummingbirds and a 4-gram nest? So first, let's take the 1.8 times 6 so we can find out how much these hummingbirds weigh. So 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. Over 1, over 1. So we have 10.8. Now we got to add 4 because we got a 4-gram nest. Remember, 4 is a whole number, so it goes right under this whole number. So the 8 comes down because we have nothing here. If you feel better, make it 4.0. 4.0 is the same as 4. Then we bring down our decimal. And then 4 plus 0 is 4. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So our total is 14.8 grams. 14.8 grams. Alright, one more. Justin buys 12 pencils for 56 cents each. He pays with a $10 bill. How much change will he receive? Here's another 2-part problem. So first, I'm going to write over here because I'm going to run out of room. 0.56, 56 cents times 12 pencils. First we have to figure out this one. Make sure you guys can see this. Alright. Sorry, I just want to make sure you can see it. Alright. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1. This one's done. Put a 0 down so we can move over to the ones. It's easier for me too if I erase or cross those out so I don't get confused that I already used them. So 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times nothing is nothing. Add them up. 2 times 0 is 2. 6 plus 1 is 7, 5 plus 1 is 6, and 0 plus nothing is 0. Over 2, over 2. So our cost is $6.72. Now, it says that he paid with, how much? $10. So $10 minus $6.72. All right, we have nothing up here. Remember from our subtraction that we can't just leave this with nothing here. We got something to subtract by, so we fill in, we annex zeros. Fill in those zeros. Now I'm going to borrow 10. This has to become a 9 because there's nothing to borrow from, and that's going to become a 9. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 7 is, good, 2. Bring down your decimal. 9 minus 6 is 3. If it confused you that I crossed out that entire 10 and made it a 9, you could have crossed out the 0 and made it a 9, and then this would have just been nothing. So it would have been the same answer. Just so you know, that's why I crossed out the whole 10. Alright, how can estimating products help you place a decimal correctly? It can help you by finding a reasonable answer. And let's see what else. How can estimating products help you place the decimal correctly? It'll also help you determine the greatest place value. It'll also help you determine the greatest place value. Alright, once you are done, I want you to rate yourself over here to the right. Rate yourself. Are you ready to move on? Yes, no, or if you're in that question mark area over here, if you're right in this area and you're not sure, fill it in here. Okay? Sometimes this multiplication can be a little bit tricky. It takes some getting used to, especially if you do struggle with multiplication. That's okay. We're going to be doing a lot of practice in this, so don't worry if you're not grabbing it right now. You will get there. All right? Right now, I want you to go on to this independent practice. I want you to try it. It is on page 197. Remember our objectives today. We are multiplying decimals by whole numbers. Give it your best shot. Check your work when you're done. Check with an elbow partner if you're stuck. Call me and I can pull you to the side or pull you in for tutoring. All right? Make it a great day. Make great choices.